Hey, what's going on, guys? The Heart Pirates TCG here, and I want to go ahead and just talk about the whole fiasco with the whole Treasure Cup going on right now, right? So, for those of you who know, I'm sure pretty much everyone knows at this point that follows the big, scene for One Piece, like the tournaments for the TCG. Guys, there's been a lot of I don't know if you want to call it soft cheating, hard cheating, depends on who you ask, but a lot of players, multiple people in the top cut have been caught with 51 cards in their deck, 52, 49, like all these weird numbers. Oh, 5 cards of a certain card instead of 4. Guys, I don't know how no one checks this. As a Yu-Gi-Oh player, they look at that like a freaking hawk. If someone has a deck list that's invalid, they'll DQ you, they'll disqualify you so quickly. And it's actually just crazy how so many people were just unaware of these people in top cuts. I mean, imagine so this is top cuts. Imagine if imagine just the overall number of people that had incorrect decks in the entire tournament. That is actually nuts to me. And I'm not, and by the way, I actually don't know if Matthew Okamoto or Nico Hun or Hyan or whatever were the ones that with the cards in their hand, or the extra cards in their deck, or less cards in their deck. I'm just using this as something you can watch while I talk. But guys, let's go over a couple things real quick. One, that pretty much, God, I hate to say it, but it kind of invalidates the entire tournament. And as a One Piece fanatic, I mean, this is just not good. I mean, because the thing is, multiple people got top cut with these invalid decks. It's not just people that went 3-7 or 3-6, whatever. It's people that were playing very good, 8-2, 9-1, 10-0. This is actually crazy. So it invalidates everything pretty much, right? So instead of you drawing instead of you drawing this card, you have a percent chance of drawing this card, and your opponent's doing mental math in their head. Freaking people always do math in their head, right? Their numbers are all skewed, so the logic behind their thoughts are just not they're not valid, because you don't have the correct number of cards in your deck, right? Or even time rules, for example, it goes to cards in deck. So it goes life and then cards in deck. If you have less, or if you have more cards in your deck, then you'll automatically win. That is so crazy to me. That I'm sure plenty of people won from time rules today, or not today, but over the course of this event. And I'm just I can't actually believe how much this changes the entire outcome of this tournament. But while we are talking about the outcome of this tournament, I want to say that I'm kind of blown away by the whole by the results of this tournament, right? So we have look at, so I want to show you guys this real quick. Look at this, guys. I want you to look at this this top 16 breakdown, right? So we have 6 red Luffys, right? 1 Zoro. God, guys, I'm ready to say it. I'm so ready to say it. I think Luffy's better than Zoro. I think Luffy's better than Zoro. If you guys have checked out my tier list, right? My first tier list, I didn't even have Luffy ranked, because I knew nothing about Luffy, right? And then my second tier list, I had Luffy at what is it, meta contender, and now I'm ready to put him as the best deck in the whole damn game. So guys, crazy swing, but I have been convinced Luffy is better than Zoro, right? And it just shows in this event, right? Would take it with a grain of salt because of all the incorrectness of the whole tournament. But we had 1 Kaido, which I think is crazy, because we had 140 people play Kaido or something like that, or 100 people play Kaido. 2 Law, 3 Kid, and 3. What the real surprising thing is, guys, of this whole thing is the 3 Doflamingo, right? Because people like my brother, people like Doflamingo has been said oh, they don't have the top end, but it's for those of you guys who watch sports, right? It's about consistency. I don't think Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback to ever live, but some people do, because he's been so consistent. He's been doing it for 20 something years, right? Same with LeBron, right? I actually do think LeBron's the greatest, but he's been doing it for 20 something years. So he's they got an argument. Doflamingo is just so consistent all the time. Every single game, he's so consistent. You're gonna get your beaters, not your beaters. You're gonna get your like 4-drops on the field. You're gonna get recursion. You're gonna get draw power. You're gonna get like 2 for or 1 for 2s, or not 1 for 2s, 2 for 1s, and like you're gonna play basically 4 cost cards for one cost and a 7k swing. Like that's so powerful. Like I think this really caught a lot of people off guard. I mean, even if you look at this event, I'm kind of shuffling through right now, but I mean, this guy Matthew Okamoto was playing awesome, and I mean, I watched this game like live. I was like literally like my eyes, I was about to fall asleep because I was so tired, but I was so intrigued. Like he was mollywhopping this kid. Like these games, like one of them was a little close, but like it was only close because kid has double swing. Like Doflamingo, if you can I keep saying this to everyone, if you can establish like 7-drop Doflamingo and like 9-drop Doflamingo, I think Doflamingo wins, or not 9-drop Mihawk. I think Doflamingo wins like pretty much every single one of those games. I mean, he can just like chip away at the kid, and the kid only has like maybe 1 or 2 turns to like get rid of, to either kill Doflamingo or to wipe his board, because it's not like Doflamingo doesn't have any like, you know, blockers either. Doflamingo has a ton of blockers, so don't take this deck lightly. I think this deck is fantastic. And then obviously the winner of the whole tournament, guys, was Red Luffy, and he was playing against Law, which I think Law is an awesome deck, but like Luffy just destroys Law, because like Law like needs to be able to like keep his life at least somewhat intact, and Luffy's so good at just like sneaking under. So I just want to say, like, congrats to everyone that was playing correctly, you know, at this event, and like, you know, doing the right thing, playing with the right amount of cards. I know not everyone that had the incorrect amount of cards was like trying to do that. I know it's unfortunate, but it does like kind of make everything a little worse in my opinion. But yeah, like the big takeaway is like Luffy's the best deck, and Doflamingo is actually one of the best decks. If you play that deck right, it's obviously one of the best. 2 of the 4 people in top, or 2 of the, what is it, was it 3 out of the 8 people in Top Cut were Doflamingo? So like that was huge representation for a deck that barely saw like the biggest representation in the grand scheme of things. So let me know what you guys think. This is just kind of my breakdown. I'm going to be over in Miami participating in a couple of the side events for the Treasure Cup. I wasn't able to actually get into the Treasure Cup. That thing sold out like instantly. But I'll be at that Friday tournament beforehand, like that $3 tournament, and then I'll just be in a couple side events with my brother, just hanging out, you know, enjoying the atmosphere. So I'll make sure to make a ton of videos for you guys, some matches, some, you know, all that type of stuff, so I won't leave you hanging while I'm there. Let me know if you guys are gonna be there too. It'd be cool to, you know, say what's up, meet up, all that type of stuff. But I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.